In the heart of the Whisperwood, deep in the forest, lived a happy bear named Benny. Benny loved to play with the children who came to visit him in the forest. One day, Benny had an idea. He wanted to do something extra special for the children. So he went to see his friend Patty the parrot. "I want to throw a parade for the children," he said. "Will you help me?" "Of course," said Patty the parrot. She flew off to tell the other forest animals about the parade. Soon, all the animals had gathered. There was Frankie the fox, Sammy the deer, Larry the lumberjack, and even Priscilla the porcupine. All the animals were excited to be in the parade. They would march together down to the riverbank where the children would be waiting. After the parade, Benny was going to show the children his talent. He could change the color of his fur at will. Benny had a red, blue, and green anorak. By rubbing them on his fur, he could change from one color to another in a flash. The parade was going to be a great surprise for the children. But there was one thing that Benny hadn't thought about. How were they going to get the children down to the riverbank without them hearing any music or seeing any of the parade goers? That's when Benny's little sister, Betty, had an idea. "I know a song that we can use," she said. "It's called the Great Animal Parade." All the animals joined in singing, "The Great Animal Parade is coming. The Great Animal Parade is coming. All the forest animals are marching." To the Great Animal Parade, they sang the song over and over again until they reached the riverbank. There, the children were having a picnic. They were playing games and just enjoying their day off from school. Suddenly, they heard the animals singing, and they followed the sound to where it was coming from. When they saw all the animals lined up, they were amazed. The parade began. All the animals marched in costumes made of flowers and leaves. They had decorated their houses and carried banners with pictures of trees and animals on them. Sammy the deer was dressed like a general. Larry the lumberjack was dressed like a king. And Priscilla the porcupine was dressed like a queen. As they marched, they sang, "We are the animals of the forest. We are the animals of the forest. We come to you in peace and friendship. We are the animals of the forest." Then it was Benny's turn. He took off his blue anorak and put on his red one. His fur flashed from red to blue to green and back to brown. The children clapped and cheered. But suddenly, the music stopped. Stinky the skunk had run off. Without his beat, the parade would fall apart. Benny knew what he had to do. He thanked the children for coming to the parade and told them he would be back soon. Then he ran off to find Stinky. He looked behind logs, under bushes, and inside hollow trees, but Stinky was nowhere to be found. Just when Benny was about to give up, he heard a drum in the distance. He followed the sound and saw Stinky sitting on a log. "Stinky, why did you leave the parade?" Benny asked. "I'm sorry, Benny," Stinky said, "but I couldn't keep up with the other musicians. I'm just a little skunk with a small drum." Benny thought for a moment. Then he had an idea. "I know what we can do," he said. "You can come with me and be my drummer for the parade." Stinky was so happy. He quickly put on his flower costume and grabbed his drum. Together, they ran back to the riverbank. Stinky sat on a stone and started to drum. Then he joined in with a tambourine, and soon all the animals were dancing and playing their instruments again. The parade continued onto the riverbank where the children were waiting. When Stinky played his drum, they all cheered. And that's how the Great Animal Parade continued onto the riverbank where the children were waiting. When Stinky played his drum, they all cheered. And that's how Benny the Bear surprised the children with the greatest parade they had ever seen.